Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel, Mathematics with Miss Jen. For today's video, we will learn about decimals. The word decimal means based on 10 or from the Latin word decima, meaning a tenth part. A decimal numbers contain decimal points. Like for example, we have 150.375. As you can see, we have a point here that separates the whole number and the decimal parts. This point is called decimal point. So the number to the left, from decimal points to the left, they are the whole numbers or the integral part. So it is 10 times bigger than 1. And the number from the decimal point to the right, they are called the decimal parts, and they are 10 times smaller than 1. It is very important that we know how to determine the place value of each number. Here, from the decimal point to the right, the first number, the place value is tens. The second number, the place value is hundredths. And the third number, the place value is thousands. So the more the number you add from the decimal points to the right, the smaller the value of the number. And here, the place value of the number from the decimal point to the left, the first number, the place value is ones. The second number, the place value is tens. And the third number, the place value is hundreds. Here, as you can see, we have 100, 5 tens, which is 50, and 0 ones. So if you read this, we have 150. Let's try to check the following example. Here we have the decimal fraction. Like for example, number 1, we have 6 boxes shaded out of 10. So as you notice, we have the denominator of 10, 100, and 1000. That's why it's called the decimal fractions. Here, 6 over 10, we can rewrite it in a decimal numbers as 0.6 because 10 has only one zero. So we move the decimal point one place to the left. So that's why we have 0.6 or 6 tenths. Similarly, we have 7 boxes shaded out of 10. So we have in fractions 7 over 10. If you rewrite this one into decimal point or decimal numbers, we have 0.7 or 7 tenths. We move the decimal point one place to the left. And here, the third example, we have 25 parts out of 100. So 25 over 100. So if you rewrite this into decimal, you just count how many 0 in 100. So we have 2. So we move the decimal point 2 places to the left. That's why we have 0.25 or 25 hundredths. Similarly, we have here 75 parts out of 1000. Count 1000, how many 0? We have 3. So move the decimal point 3 places to the left. And here, since we have only 75, you have to add 0. So our answer here is 0.075 or 75,000. Let's try again another example. Here we have 5.346. It is very important that we know how to determine the place value of our decimal numbers so that we can properly read decimal numbers. Like for example, we have 5.3. The first time you saw this number, you will say it is 5.3. But to properly read this decimal number, it is 5 and 3 tenths. The decimal point here read as and. So 3, the place value of 3 is tenths. So it is 5 and 3 tenths. Next, we have 5.34. So 5.34, to properly read this decimal number, it is 5 and 34 hundredths. Next, we have 5.346 or 346. To properly read these decimal numbers, we have 5 and 346 thousandths. It is very important to determine that we know how to determine or we know how to read our decimal numbers. We should know the place value of our decimal numbers. Here we have 5 and 346 thousand. So the place value of 5 is ones, and the place as a whole number, and the place value of 3 is tenths, and the place value of 4 is hundredths, and the place value of 6 is thousands. That's all for today, guys. Please watch out for my next video about rounding off decimal numbers. Please like, share, and subscribe to get you updated on my latest video. See you next time. My name is Jen and I love math.